Hello, I wanted to do a video kind of talking about some things that I didn't research, find out in advance, and that's my fault. Or know that a lot of people might just know it before our Antarctica cruise. We're on day 3 of the excursion part of the cruise. Had an amazing day today, saw a huge ice drop into the water. I got a video of the free internet, though you can't upload videos. Just figured that out. So have to do that later. I think the internet that you paid for was a couple $100s for the trip. I don't know if they have a daily price. I haven't seen one. But so far, the activities have been out of this world. Today's was a moderately strenuous hike. They were encouraging only fit people to go, but it was a zigzag formation up to the top of this outlook with penguin colonies everywhere. It was absolutely breathtaking, and we got the bonus of the ice drop to boot. The temperatures have been pretty mild. Like, I grew up in Wisconsin, and I've been getting hot. I actually have shorts on right now filming this video. I haven't worn gloves hardly at all, which has kind of thrown me off because I was really expecting to be cold. I got all this cold weather gear and stuff like that, and it was completely unnecessary for our trip. I'm sure they're vary quite a bit, but obviously they only go in the summer, and so far it's been very temperate. The jackets they provide you with are really, really warm, very waterproof, amazing. I got a decent pair of waterproof pants, and I actually bought 2, and I really didn't need 2 because the one pair, they have little shower-like things where you can spray off your pants and your boots when you get off of the ship. The boots they provide are amazing, very warm and very non-slip service. I don't know that I've ever worn boots as good as they feel, so kind of wish I could buy those boots, honestly. As far as the clothes go, we way overpacked. Now, part of that is because we were in Antarctica, or in Buenos Aires, where it was 90+ degrees for a few days before, because I didn't want to have flight issues and miss this thing. Of course, if you booked your flight through seabourn, I don't think that's something you'd have to worry about, and not getting there early wouldn't be that big a deal. But so we packed for warm, we packed for cold, we packed for pretty dressy and casual. So the pretty dressy is really very few and far between. If you're not someone who likes to eat in the dining room, the buffet area is very, very casual. But even at night in the dining room, it's recommended that you wear collared shirts, and pretty much everyone does, and women slacks or what have you, but I've seen lots of jeans. And so just having, a nice pair of pants and a collared shirt of any sort for a guy will be perfectly fine. And they do have free laundry here, so you can even pack less, do your laundry, and deal with it from there. Like, I saw people who must have known that and planned that they were just going to do that, who basically just came on with a carry-on. I couldn't go that far, but I could see not bringing the 4 bags plus 2 carry-ons that we did. The food is really good. I wouldn't say it's out of this world. It's really nice that you can get any meal you want whatsoever, room service, and they try to make it fancy in your room. You can get, it's all the alcohol, wine, whatever you want, as long as they have special ones you can buy if you want to, but you can get so much that doesn't cost anything. You just request that. We had to learn that part a little bit through experience because the housekeeper lady, when we first met her, she said her partner was on sick leave, and so her boss was going to be trying to help her, and she'd be super busy, and she said, "You guys seem like you're very chill," which is true. But then she got done with us, and we've learned things by asking questions that she has said, "Oh yeah, I should have told you that. Oh yeah, I should have told you that," like with the heater and things like that. So sometimes being chill is a disadvantage for us. but we've kind of learned what we can do as time has gone on. Binoculars, I bought a nice pair of binoculars. I did not know they were provided. There's an amazing pair of binoculars provided that does the trick. Obviously, if you already have them and you're traveling with a group, there are actually a lot of solo travelers on this cruise, but traveling with a group, you know, you may want to bring some because it's one per room. But we get so up close to things, like even with the 2 binoculars we have, we've used them pretty infrequently. And then I guess the only other thing I'd add, which really isn't that big a deal, but again, I took up space bringing some Yetis with me to fill up water, and they have Seabourn branded with little clips to put on your backpack water bottles that they provide, and I'm assuming you get to take with you. The jackets you do get to take with you, I did know that, but I didn't tell my wife, so I was thinking, let's make sure they fit perfectly. You know, we will use them in the future. We've been talking about going skiing again and stuff like that. That has been one frustrating experience, really the most frustrating experience of the whole trip. I mean, part one is we pre-ordered them, and they do have a very nice deal where the first day you can go out, try what you have on, make sure it fits. We both decided to go a size up, which I definitely recommend going down there and seeing if what you got fits. But what happened then is they gave us the new ones in bags. We didn't try them on again until we went on the excursion, and my wife's has some type of weird sewing in the left sleeve that has left her arm falling asleep and literal indentions in it on every excursion. We have tried and tried to get help with that, and it has been a perpetual experience of not my job. The worst one was yesterday that really upset me. We were told, go talk to the expedition desk. So we went up to the expedition desk and waited. She made eye contact with me. I mean, I could tell she was busy. We didn't interrupt. She made eye contact. I said, we're trying to figure out an issue with her jacket. And she said, I'm too busy right now with the submarines. And I was like, okay, you know, obviously keeping the submarine safe is important. I would think you do that somewhere not in the open, sitting at a desk where it appears you're to be answering questions and people are sending you up to have those questions answered there. So I still don't know what we're gonna do about the jacket. I mean, she's a grin and bear it type person. She'll just deal with it and live with it, but I really don't want her to have to continue to do that. So end of the world situation? No, none of this is end of the world. I mean, if you have the fortunate ability to go on something like this, I mean, do it. It is breathtaking. It has exceeded my expectations. I chose seabourn kind of because I'm pretty frugal, and I didn't want to, well, I don't want to pay to do this. I don't want to pay to do that. There is literally, you don't have to pay to do anything. We are scheduled to do on a kayak tour on Friday. It's $200 a person. We had, with our deal, I think $600 shipboard credit, and then Stacy has Carnival shares, so we got another 100 for that. So after experiencing what we have with tours, I don't know that I would feel like I needed to do the kayak, because you're generally just doing them in the area that's around you to view or go on the Zodiac anyway. But since it's not going to cost us anything, we're going to go ahead and do that hopefully on Friday. A lot of them have been canceled, the sub tours and the kayak tours, due to weather, which makes me feel really good as far as a safety consideration, that they're canceling them all the time. So it's definitely safety first and not monetizing everything. You definitely have that experience on like Carnival and Royal Caribbean and things like that, where you're constantly being hounded to buy this picture, buy this drink, do this upgraded meal, all of that stuff. Like, I haven't seen a spa person anywhere. Like, if they actually came out and said, here's what we've got, are you interested? We probably might take a look at it, but I'm assuming they're booked up, and that's why they're not doing that.
For those guests from landing groups Orange and Green. Once again, the final call for those guests from landing groups Orange and Green to make your way to the landing zone on deck 3. We wish you a lovely remainder of the morning, either out in Palaver Point or here on board the Seabourn Pursuit. Thank you.
And they do a really good job of communicating that everything is coded. That gives you an example by color. So we're brown group. So every time they announce the brown group, that's when we're able to go. It still at times can get hairy as far as the crowds go in the put on your boots and take off your boots area, or if the weather's bad that they're slow with getting the Zodiacs out. But all in all, they do a really good job with that. So I would say if you have a chance, go for it. It's been an amazing experience, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Take care.